Hi guys, and it's Delightfulducttape here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mini woven accordion wallet. So that's what it's going to look like. And you're going to need a cutting mat, a piece of Ziploc, an X-Acto knife, a ruler, and at least 2 colors of duct tape. So your first step is to cut 4 strips of tape that are 9 inches long and fold them in half while still leaving some adhesive at the top to give it a nice rounded edge. So you're going to next cut of your second color 9 strips of tape that are 3 3/4, and then repeating the step where you just fold them in half, leave some adhesive at the top, and fold that over to give it a nice rounded edge. So I'm just doing that with all my strips of tape. Next, you're going to cut a strip of tape that is 3 3/4 and cut it in half, and when you're going to take your 4 strips and you're going to put them on, and making sure that the fold over line is at the top of the sticky. Then you're going to weave under, over, under, over, over, under, over, under. You're going to repeat that process, making sure that the fold over line is on the inside of your wallet and not on the outside. You're going to take your second strip that we cut earlier and fold that over. Then you're going to cut a strip of tape for your Ziploc that is 3 inches, or 3 3/4 inches. You're going to put the first piece at the top of your Ziploc. You're going to take your second piece and put it at the second top of your Ziploc, and you should have 2 pieces that look like that. Now you're going to cut 2 more strips of tape that are 3 3/4, and you're going to line up your 2 Ziplocs so that they line up to 6 inches, and make sure that both Ziplocs are facing outwards. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. So that one should be there, and that one should be like that. And then you're just going to place your 2 strips right on top of each other, so you should have a sheet of tape that is 6 inches. And you're just going to peel that up. I just had a bit of difficulty doing that, but yeah. And then you're going to cut 3 more strips of tape that are 3 3/4, and you're just going to cover the adhesive at the top, making sure you don't cover the Ziploc so that it can still like zip up. So I'm just doing that with the second and then lastly the third. So then you're just going to zip up the little pouch together. Then take a strip of tape that is 3 inches, cut it in half, and just seal up the sides of your Ziploc like that. So your next step is to cut 4 strips of tape that are 3 1/4, and this is really tricky, so you have to pay attention. And these are going to be your accordion section. So you're going to put your ruler right down on the 1/4 of an inch line. You're going to take your X-Acto knife and cut it in half to an inch, and then you're going to cut upwards just like that. So you should have like a small piece of tape that is 1/4 of an inch by 1 inch, and then it should look something like that, if that makes sense. It's a little hard to explain, but you're going to peel that up, fold it over, and then the adhesive that you have left at the top you're going to fold over to give it a nice rounded edge. And this is just giving it a rounded edge without any fold over lines. So as you can see there, and you're just basically going to do this. You might have to trim up, but you're basically going to do this with all of your 4 strips of tape. So now we're going to fold them in half. So you're going to make sure that the fold over line is on the outside of your crease and the non-fold over line is on the inside of your crease. And this is just to make sure that the fold over line doesn't show. So now you're going to cut 2 strips of clear tape that are 9 inches, and this is optional, but it's just to cover the woven on the inside, just to protect it. So now you could do any like last minute trimming if you need to. Now I just needed to do some trimming on the sides, and I needed to do it on both sides, so just take your ruler and trim down any uneven edges that you have. So now we're going to fold the wallet, so make sure that your clear tape is on the inside, and you're just going to fold, you're going to take the bottom and you're going to fold it so that it's like 3 squares and then a half, and then you're going to fold the top over. So now you're going to take a strip of tape that is 9 inches, cut it in half, and you're just going to put trim on each of the sides. So I'm just taking a ruler, and with the straight part of your pieces of tape, you're just going to lay them down like that. So you should have adhesive still on both of the sides. This is what it should look like. So your next step is to take a strip of tape that is the size of your coin pouch, so 3 3/4, cut it in half, and that little crease that you made when you folded the wallet, you're going to take your coin pouch and you're just going to stick it down there. So it should be like something like that. And you're going to take your first half strip of tape, put it on, and then flip it over and take your second strip and just place that on so that your coin pouch is connected. So now you're going to cut a strip of tape that is 3 inches and cut it into fourths by taking a ruler and just cutting each strip so that it's a 1/2 inch. So you're going to take your strips and you're going to add on the accordions. So with the non-fold over line, you're going to put it half on while still leaving some adhesive, and you're going to connect it to your coin pouch by kind of like crunching it to, or folding it in half like it was, and then put the adhesive on. So you just kind of like put it on the coin pouch and it should like look something like that. It's really hard to explain how to put them on. We're just going to put adhesive on each side. So now you're going to fold it down and you're going to cut the strip of tape. You're going to trim it up and you're just going to fold over that onto the first accordion piece. And you're going to repeat this step with the other side. So see, it's connected. So just cut it, trim it, and fold it over onto the thing. Now you're going to fold it upwards and you're going to cut 2 mini strips that you don't need, and you're going to repeat the step by trimming up the sides and then trim up the tops and the bottoms. And just fold them over, and this is what you should get: 2 accordion sections, a block coin pouch, all woven.